Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Super excited to be here. So great to see happy smiling faces. Uh, Today is the launch of VisualBinge. We have done a lot of series on visual thinking, but this is our first formal event. If there was no COVID, we probably would have met together and drawn together and shared our notes and exchanged papers and all of that. But because it's virtual, in a way, it's even better because then we can actually bring in experts from around the world and audience from around the world and genuinely be a global tribe. Uh, so without wasting any more time, let's do the formality. Let's do a bit of introduction. Um, so who are we? We are a group of volunteers who work with community and co-create some magic, co-create what we want. Uh, so we are Agile Virgin, basically. Agile Virgin is a community of practices spreading across India wide and working with Agilists within India and outside. It is also an agility solutioning boutique for clients. And so that's Agile Virgin. And what does Agile Virgin do? Agile Virgin works with community, creates programs, initiative, events which are needed by community. It is mostly run by, community leaders and learners from across the India and outside. Um, we started somewhere around 2013, 14, when I was wanting to learn more, exploring more. I got to know about conferences and meetups. That was when I actually got to know about all of this. I didn't know anything before that. And I thought, wow, this is so cool. It is so easy. And so first thing that I did, I actually started a meetup. I wrote to Scrum Alliance and I wrote to Agile Alliance and I wrote to, a couple of other bodies just to know what do they do, what support do they offer. Uh, and I was also, working with Atlassian tools, and that's when I got to know that Atlassian runs their meetup. So I really have a big thanks to them. I got to learn how to run meetups. They support a lot their meetup organizers, and I got immense support. That's where I got all my motivation, because otherwise you just feel very lonely. So yeah, they were my partners, and so again I always shout out for them. And so I started as a meetup, as a group, and then in 2017 since 13 14 I started contributing to conferences, going to these conferences, meeting speakers, submitting my proposals, started speaking in conferences. What I realized was going out in community and meeting helps a lot. So for me, it was all community, 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 which was coming forward to help. And hence, naturally, I felt I was excited, just like you all who are here, that I wanted to give back. Not with the intention of like, oh, I'm so amazing, I have so much to give back. No, I mean, I just felt so very overwhelmed. Uh, I felt like, yeah, obliged. I have to give it back. I have to help my peers who are exactly where I am. It wasn't that, oh, I'm so ahead and now. No, I thought, we all need each other. So I go to XP conference. When I'm going to all these different conferences, someone said, why don't you go to XP conference? That's one amazing conference. It was then in Europe. It used to mostly happen in Europe. Actually, 2020 is when they thought of changing base, but then 2020 COVID happened. So anyways, I went to XP and I saw this amazing open space, which runs like say morning 7 till midnight 12. And we all chill, we relax. It's not that only experts are speaking, but everyone gets stage, everyone gets to express. So many of us are just introvert. We have brilliant ideas, but we never get that stage to go out and speak. And in a certain way, that is demotivating, because after a certain point, being a learner, you just feel like, okay, I'm not going there because I will actually only be a learner to them. There will never be a time when I get to express. So that was mind blowing. And because see, I never thought, oh, I'll go to XP and I'm going to go and speak there. But no, I did. And I proposed a couple of sessions and people came looking for me. Oh, are you not speaking? This is your slot. And we were looking forward to listen to you. I'm like, yeah. So 17 I come back. In 2017 I announced Agility Today. Agility Today is India's first unconference, and intention was again to co-create something with community. Now India is a different place. We all are little conservative. We want an agenda even before we make up our mind to book tickets. On the other hand, outside, I've seen people are very experimental and they are open to experiment, coming together and co-create something. And we all here want the same. It is just our conditioning, a bit of culture. Anyways, we did Agility Today. Agility Today has open space. It has a fixed program like a typical conference. And then there is a dynamic program, which is for new speaker, where we align with them, industry's experienced, mature speakers. And when Agility Today was happening and when on, 13, 14, 15, 16, I was going and meeting, people in community and conferences, I will see a very small percentage of women also joining. I never felt awkward about it because let's face it, that's how things are everywhere, even in the organizations. And, we just get so blinded or probably so comfortable with being the way things are working that we don't even realize that something is not right or something is not in balance. And so there was no personal conversation with one or two or three or a handful of women I was meeting. In meetups, I will not meet a lot of women, I'll be honest, but in conferences, definitely. But then in conferences, if there are, an audience of 300, probably I'll meet 25, 50, 60 women. That's it. And that was still okay. Like, at a place where you see 60 women, you're like, wow, there was a good number of women. But like, if you compare with, the total participation, you're like, oh my God, there was not enough women. So yeah, so then women started speaking to me that, how are you doing this? How are you managing? How can you manage to consult and then, have meetups and do other stuff? And that's when I also felt that probably there is more that is needed in that direction. And so I started talking to the women who were sort of friends and leaders in the industry and doing something good, to the community within their organizations. And that's how Women in Agile and Tech started. I said, I want us to be a group. I want us to pull each other up, create a space of safety, a space of sharing, a space where we can come and share our frustrations, fear, our, aspirations, dream, and help each other to achieve it. And that's Women in Agile and Tech. Women in Agile and Tech is a group of amazing women. Right now, we are 11 officers. We run various programs, initiative, all around the year. We support all the work that Agile Virgin community is doing. And together, we all have created, Dream Big. Women in Agile and Tech and Agility Today work together and they create multiple sub-events. Agility Today is no more actually a unconference, but it is a fest now, and unconference is a part of that fest. We do Agile Career Bootcamp, Agile-a-thon, Agile Engineering Lab. There is a special program which is called Agile Coach Camp. It is an initiative of Agile Alliance. Then we do Global Mentorship Program, Agile Job Fair, VisualBinge, which is today. And then Women in Agile and Tech also runs various meetups, which are, local for different cities, connecting with women, understanding what do they need. And there is so much that we are already doing that their needs are mostly met. In 2020, we started on the leadership forum, wherein all the women officers were running program. 4 of them were visual, one based on visual thinking, led by our Charu, Visual Act. The other one is Gamify It. Another is Agility A to Z. And then the last one is Unleash Yourself. So then we said, now that we have done all of this amazing work, we want to more focus on women challenges, women related issues. So I guess we'll start our preparation now. In another few months, we will be launching more women focused program. They will focus about work-life balance, emotional and psychological health, mental health, the women gynecological issues and stuff, parenting, single parenting, divorce, healing, all of that. So we're gonna deep dive into the challenges faced by women. If men see challenges there, I invite them to create Men in Agile and Tech or anything, and we are very much eager to help them if they need help. So going forward, what is it all about Agile Alliance then? So when in 2017, I went to XP conference, which was in Cologne, Germany, I met Agile Alliance staff member, board members. I met a managing director of Agile Alliance, and I was speaking to my coach, Yuta Axton, in the Agile industry. She is one amazing woman, actually more from future to me. She is co-creator of Agile Bossa Nova. She spoke about sociocracy, open space, beyond budgeting and stuff. She and I was sharing with her what I'm doing. She said, why do you not speak to Agile Alliance? This is what they do. I said, what do they do? Who are they? She's like, they do all the work which is community driven. So Agile Alliance only runs one major conference, which is going to happen right now next week. Agile XXXX, Big Agile Conference in a nutshell. Agile 2021 is happening. So all the work that is happening is member driven, which means members create initiative. So then first, even in 2019, I officially started one initiative which was focusing on community development in India, more so, bringing future leaders and change agents, all these amazing people who have brilliant ideas, their ideas on the stage. And then in 2020, I officially started working with them as a staff member for India Agile community development as a whole. So it's not just, for those who want to come on stage, but holistic development. So that was pretty much it from my side.